if you like. Thanks again to Tony Plamanta for helping out today. Cavaliers in Brooklyn tonight, the first of two against the Nets. They play tonight and Thursday night. 7:30 is your tip-off. Both nights. Cavs, Nets, here on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. If you listen from out of state, tell me where. Trish listens to us in Satellite Beach, Florida. Cole works for FedEx up in Juneau, Alaska. Steve listens in Fort Hood, Texas. I heard from Tiffany, who's going to be moving to Peoria, Illinois. She'll be a new bureau chief there. And Doug listens in Dundalk, Maryland. Andy Kaufman is finally going into the Wrestling Hall of Fame. For those of you who have been writing letters and social media, and for those of you who remember who Andy Kaufman is, and not a new reference, but he would go on television shows and wrestle women. He famously did a bit with Jerry the King Lawler on David Letterman a long, long time ago. But he was kind of in the wrestling biz, Bill, they call it a heel.
Yeah.
Right? A good guy's a face, right? Faces and heels. I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling. I don't know. But Andy Kaufman, if you remember him, his name has been absent in those conversations for a long time. Here are people who are already in the WWE Hall of Fame. Drew Carey.
Hell yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Amen.
Donald Trump.
Never heard of him.
Are all in the WWE Hall of Fame before Andy Kaufman, who is going to be inducted in the class of 2023. Another Hall of Fame that Shaka Khan is being ignored for.
She needs to wrestle more.
Nah, I don't know how much she wrestled, but I guess you're right. If they're not even considering her, then no matter how much she was wrestling, she needs to do it more. Andy Kaufman will be inducted alongside Rey Mysterio and the great Muta, M-U-T-A, the great Muta.
Hello, Mata.
Hello, Fata. I was just
Right.
singing that to my kid over the weekend because all I could remember was the old laundry detergent commercial.
With a dog.
With a dog?
Doesn't it have a dog in it? It's like the dog wants to go play outside. I thought that was
It's a kid at camp.
I know the song.
Yeah, the original song was done by...
Camp Granada.
Right. Alan Sherman or one of those old-timey, hello, Mutta.
Yeah.
Hello, Fata.
Here I am.
Yeah, Alan Sherman.
Camp Granada.
Camp Granada.
And it's very entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
Right.
I know this whole song. They redid this with a dog, I thought.
They maybe did, but the only one I know is when I was a kid, the Downy fabric softener commercial was Camp Hiawatha. I don't remember a dog being in it, but the mom, mom writes him back. Oh, I'm sending the kids away at camp, and he misses the Downy freshness.
Oh, of course.
Back in the day, their thing was
I relate.
April freshness. But to remember the lyrics of that original song, it's pretty impressive.
I'm sending you the link. It's a Canine Advantix commercial. It's a puppy who goes away to puppy camp.
Well, there you go. I mean, the estate of Alan Sherman must be still making bank on this. I mean,
it's coming from my Gmail, so it might go to the wrong place.
Okay.
But
dude's been dead for 50 years, so they're still making money on this.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Greetings from Camp Hiawatha. Swimming school here, but this place is not like home. I miss your nice fresh pillowcases.
You miss Downy, it's so pleasing. April freshness, that's one reason.
Yeah, April freshness was their tagline for a long, long time. So again, I start singing Hello Mutta, Hello Fata just to make my daughter laugh, but I only know the Downy version. I don't know the original. I knew it was Alan Sherman, but I didn't know the lyrics to it. Other than it was called Hello Mutta, Hello Fata.
Mm-hmm.
What did you send me something?
I sent you the puppy dog one, the Canine Advantix one.
I remember
where
this song
he goes
word
to puppy
for word.
where he goes to puppy camp.
Thanks for the message. That's why I'm writing.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I sent it to Alan at AlanCoxShow.com. It might be in your spam because I sent it from my Gmail.
I checked my spam. I didn't see it there. Hold on. Let me
Want me to
just
text
see
it
if
to
I
you?
can bring it up.
Extended
No.
hiking,
If you just-
intent pitching.
Stop. Yeah, don't give it all away.
Hello,
Yeah, don't ruin it,
Don't
Pound
ruin
Cake.
the puppy
on.
commercial.
Don't ruin the dog commercial. Hold on.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Please take some mosquitoes. Really bother. Thanks for the package.
Oh, they make the dog's mouth move.
Yeah, it's like
creepy.
way old. Yeah,
Yeah.
12 or 13 years
That's
ago.
why I'm writing. Canine Advantage quickly stopped all the biting.
All right, well, there you go.
He's so
Stops all the
cute.
biting. Yeah.
And he's like playing around, and they have little dog tents.
He's
and-
frolicking.
yeah, super cute.
I mean, what good is a dog if there's no frolicking?
right.
Dogs live to frolic.
Please take some mosquitoes. So cute.
Really bother?
Woody, hello. Boy, a double dip by Woody today.
Yeah, it's rare. I get a double dip today. How's your day, brother?
About the same as it was a half an hour ago.
But going back to before I got in the rumble strips on Dead Man's Curve,
Yeah.
you were saying that Iowa is the new Florida. I cannot believe that's true, sir.
No. What I said was I was taking personal umbrage at the Washington Post referring to Iowa as the Florida of the North, when it's been very clearly delineated by me for years now that Ohio is the Florida of the North. Because Iowa politically has kind of done a hard right turn over the past few years, because you know, Woody, it's all corn pones out there, literally. And so, whereas it used to be a bit more of a centrist state in the grand scheme of things, and so this article referred to them as, why is Iowa becoming the Florida of the North? And again, I just took, I'm calm now. I called my attorney and said, let's hold off. Let's hold off on the litigation. But that was why, Woody.
Yeah, I don't want Florida. I don't want Iowa to be affiliated with Florida whatsoever, because I know what Florida is like. I've been there, I've done that, and it is just a living nightmare.
Well, I don't know what. Again, I don't know what Florida's like to live there. I've never lived there, but anytime I've visited, I've had a great time. It's probably quite different for people who live there, but I mean, you can visit. You can have a great weekend anywhere, quite frankly. You can have a great weekend in Grinnell, Iowa, Woody.
Grinnell?
Yeah.
Look at you pull one out. But anyway, I was going to ask you about something else before I got sidetracked.
Driving.
Bill Squire is in the elevator with some elders in his Squire Tower, right?
Squifle Tower, yes.
Yeah, and me being the elderly gentleman that I am, if I would have ran into him, I would have said, I would have just like, Bill Squire, and I would have just started singing, emotions in motion. Down out.
Oh, boy.
Down out.
Yeah, I know that probably would have been.
It's good to be Bill Squire. It always feels
That curve's gonna
right
get him
when
one of
he's
these
in the spotlight.
Damn you, Dead Man's Curve, for sparing another Woody's life. Damn you. You see the video of the therapist on TikTok who picked a really bad handle?
Yes.
I thought for sure this was fake, but
No.
he's on LinkedIn. He's a legit therapist in Chicago.
Is he an analyst?
like
Tobias Funke?
Tobias Funke? Pretty close. I'll show you this here. This guy, Zach Leeser, is a therapist in Chicago, and he just has this. I would never want to sit there and talk to this guy because of this just demeanor he has. God bless him. But I thought for sure this was fake. But he's a legit dude with a private practice in Chicago, and it didn't even occur to him that he picked a really bad handle on TikTok because he just got on TikTok until people started going, yo, bro, you need to figure this out.
It has been brought to my attention recently that I have chosen a name for this account that can be easily misconstrued. If you're watching this in the future, and I've already changed my name, here is my current name.
By the way, his current name is Therapist Zach, which looks like the rapist Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It didn't occur to him?
Well, he's a therapist.
Would you want this guy to be your therapist who typed out Therapist Zach and didn't see what else people could see it as?
I don't know.
He's not paying attention,
not very
homie.
observant, huh?
No.
Now, did I ever once think to myself, does this sound like something other than what I think it does? No. I never would have thought that people would read it that way.
He never would have thought that people would have read Therapist Zach as the rape. He's so sweet and nice. That's what it is. He's brand new to TikTok because his thinking, I guess, in this article was, well, maybe helping people with their, I'm a mental health professional and maybe I can help people. He's not a TikTok professional. But to look at that and be like, could that be misconstrued?
And send.
I guess they are.
So he can fix it. He just has to make it
My
Zach
understanding
Therapist.
Yes, Zach Therapist. That'll take care of it.
that you can only change your username on this app every 30 days. And I've got a while until I can do that. So this is going to be my name for a while. Now, as a therapist, I talk to my clients all the time about making mistakes and how we should learn from them. We should laugh at them. So here's mine.
This is my mistake, and I'll laugh at it and learn from it.
I'll check the rapists for 200. That's therapist. That's therapist, not the rapist.
Mm-hmm. So this guy never watched Saturday Night Live at all. And Therapist Zach will have to wait. Again, I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok either. I just post things from this show to TikTok. But I didn't realize that you have to wait 30 days to change your handle.
It's so people can't just be changing it all the time.
What do they care?
In case they got spam accounts and stuff like that.
Is 400,000 views a lot of views for a single TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because one of my friends got a lot of views because he was filming his fiance working from home, and he was like, "Oh, working from home is so hard," and he's there like kicking back with his legs up, has the dog cradling in his arms, and he's like chatting on like a group chat, and it just looks funny.
Wait, he's doing that behind his wife who's working at home?
No, these are my gays that are in Denver.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And the caption was like, working from home is so stressful or something like that. And he pans and he just shows his fiance sitting in a chair with a headset on with the dog like cradling it and just like laughing on a group chat. So it's like and I don't know, it just got picked up. It has like 400,000 views on it. And I got a text this morning saying,
I wonder why. That doesn't seem like anything that would
just
jump out.
Really?
Yeah,
because probably the puppy. He hashtag like puppy or like
that's
golden retriever, and I just get a text in our group chat like, we're Instagram or we're TikTok famous now. We're influencers. I said what? And I rarely go on TikTok.
Doesn't last.
I was gonna say, wait till the next one gets 35 views.
Right.
Not influencing anybody. No, that's a lot of people, though. I mean, 400,000 views is a lot.
I mean, honestly, though.
Bill and Mary have got way more than that, though, on stuff.
Yeah, every now and then.
But I would just think if anyone would go viral, it would be them, because they do like a lot of cool stuff, like walking on airplane wings and stuff like that. They
walking on airplane wings.
The great Annie Lennox song.
Walking with your feet 10 feet off the plane.
Yeah, just like a traveling TikTok page. I feel like that would be neat. But
dude,
that's the one that went viral, was him working from home with a dog in his arms.
You make the point about Celebrity Jeopardy on SNL, because that skit has ruined so many things for me.
How
and
so?
An album cover, Let It Snow.
Oh,
like
yeah.
every time I see Let It Snow.
Let it snow.
That's what I say 100% of the time. So, I mean, maybe he is just sheltered.
I'm a professional man, and I'm only used to, well, none of those things.
Okay, Lindsay, are you forgetting that I was a professional twice over, an analyst and a therapist, the world's first analrapist?
Analrapist. And then, of course, he got his business card to that effect. Tobias Funke, analrapist. And I think didn't he also get what was his vanity plate? To that, wasn't it analrapist? Vanity
I think
plate?
so. I think it was an analrapist.
Mm-hmm. You've got to be careful. Got to really pay attention to those things. But yeah, I thought for sure that dude was just some like local improv dude or something. Like, no, he's an actual the rapist there in Chicago. Alan, what does Poundcake think about Wendy Williams out clubbing after rehab? I didn't see this.
let her live her life. I don't know. I don't care.
You don't. So once she's off television, out of sight, out of mind, you couldn't care less about this woman who you had a parasocial relationship with her.
That's not what I meant, though.
You were her mentee.
Mm-hmm. That's not what I meant. I'm saying let her live her life. Like, why would I care that she's out clubbing and she just got out of rehab? I would probably want to go clubbing after I got out of rehab, too.
You're supposed to. All right. Well.
Listen.
Rehab's different for everybody.
I didn't say that she
It really is. Everybody,
Live
they
your truth,
they
whatever
recover
you-
in different ways.
Yes, whatever
Everybody.
you take from rehab.
They say one day at a time, not one night. This was at nighttime. She can do whatever she wants.
And I don't know her situation. Like I honestly, this is my opinion. I don't know this for fact, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think Wendy is so petty. I think she's so petty that she's faking all of this just to get out of paying her husband alimony. 30 million. She had a $60 million fortune, a $60 million net worth, and she would have to split that with Kevin, even Stevens, when they got divorced. But there was a clause in her contract.
They didn't have a prenup?
No, because she was still on radio and she wasn't making the same money when she met Kevin. Kevin was her manager. But there was a clause in their divorce that if she, for whatever reason, the TV show doesn't last, she does not have to pay that alimony to Kevin. So I just think that she figured out a way. She's like, if I act crazy enough, people always make fun of like my eyes popping out of my head anyways.
Oh, yeah. Listen, if it makes you feel better, she looks as crazy and wide-eyed as ever. Look at her here.
So I think she's playing it off.
She looks, yeah. And she's got the stockings on because like she's got weird legs now or I don't know what. But
she has like, I think she lost a lot of weight and she has a bunch of extra skin down there.
Right. Looks like she's wearing cargo pants, but it's her skin.
Ew.
So
she spent a night out at gay bar, the Townhouse.
Right? Cargo pants. Ugh.
That's what I mean.
In New York.
Yeah, I don't find anything wrong with that. If she
Well, I'm just passing it along. Somebody asked me what you thought of it, and I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I don't mind people going. I mean, just because she was out doesn't mean she was necessarily drinking and falling out of the club.
It says drinking again to celebrate her new lease on life.
Okay, so I'm taking it with her conservator. It's not me. But I happen to think that this is all a ruse to get out of paying Kevin alimony and his new baby.
Yeah, but if you're out spreading your largesse all over the place, I mean, if you're out there having opulent nights in the town, sooner or later they're going to be like, Your Honor,
but what is it?
My ex-wife here is blowing through all my cash.
But if she's saying she's crazy, how can she be responsible for that? She's
People
like,
say they're crazy all the time. And
like, what? I'm crazy. What do you mean?
That doesn't hold them in a court of law when it comes to trust me, as a divorced guy, I tried to convince everyone I was crazy. And my ex-wife wasn't having any of it.
I think it comes down to who matters more to them, who can make more money, and it'd probably be Wendy.
She is happy and wanted to celebrate as she has a new lease on life, this person
Does
says.
it show her drinking or just being at the club?
Drinking at the club, I guess. I don't know. There's a photo of her, though, at one of these bars in 2006, and she looks dynamite. So
With the big boobs?
Well, yeah, but just obviously that was 17 years ago. That's not fair to, but I mean, whatever her health woes are now.
She was probably on coke then.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever coke shape she was in good shape.
Coke bottle, am I right?
I would say no one's calling her a cokehead. You guys want to come for Whitney Houston, but Wendy, I don't know. They could go line for line, far as I'm
she's
concerned.
not dead yet, so
We'll get there.
We'll wait until she hits absolute bottom.
And it's a crackhead, not a cokehead.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, crack's funner.
At a restaurant, she was overheard saying that she wanted to get drunk at a bar, and so that's where they went.
I would love to have a night out with Wendy. I think she would be a good time.
Williams and her pals made their way to the Townhouse, a gay bar in New York, where she asked the doorman, "Do you watch the Wendy Williams show? I'm Wendy Williams."
Sounds like an awesome time.
I would have said the Wendy Williams show isn't on television anymore.
She got replaced by Sherry.
Yeah. All right. Want to get the last word in? Send me a text, 35192. Cavs basketball tonight, 7:30. Tip-off against the Nets. Your pregame here on MMS kicks off at 7 o'clock.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite